Hey everybody, this is Jeff, the business guru, coming to you, yes, from downtown Manila. Late afternoon here in Manila. I've got an awesome guest that's late where he is too. It's at 7 p.m. back in his home country, Australia, back in my old stomping ground, Brisbane. Right? A great place, Brisbane. You've never been there, I recommend it to you guys. But my client today is a gentleman by the name of Brett, I believe it's Brett Lyndon, and Brett's a trainer, facilitator, and veteran life coach. And guys, you'll hear his backstory shortly. He's done the veteran part big time, so you can learn a lot from this man. And the way to do that, reach out, have a cup of coffee with him. What's it going to cost you? It costs you nothing, right? 15, 20 minutes of your time, have a chat, see if you resonate with each other, and go from there. But his company name is Brett Lyndon Coaching. He's done life coaching for quite a few years now. A brief description of his business. Let me scroll up on my little iPad here. Providing career transition assistance for military personnel. And there's thousands of you out there, thousands of you. So reach out to you, buddy, and catch up. Key achievements or projects, separation transition and secondary transition coaching, right? Personal motto, there are no strangers, there are only friends we haven't met. How true is that? Brett and I have only just met, and we're like old buddies already. Interesting thing about himself, wow, he's a big fella. I'm not as big as him, but he's a big fella. Won a gold medal for weightlifting as a high school student. That must have been pretty awesome. So it's my great pleasure to welcome to the stage today, Mr. Brett. How are you, buddy?
Yeah, good. Thanks, Jeff.
Let's get this show underway for you, my friend. Tell us about your journey and what inspired you to pursue your current career path, which you're going well at.
So I am a veteran, a military veteran, 17 years in the Australian Army. So certainly done the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so that's, they're my people, so to speak. And
Yes.
I got out of Army. I moved into a civilian career and it was okay, but it never really hit the mark. And so through training through life, an opportunity came up to start learning about coaching and moving into the coaching space. I grabbed it with both hands, and it satisfies a number of things. I always believe I'm a people person, and I like working with people. And this is a way to give back. It's a way to help people that have struggled with similar things that I've been through in my life. So it's one thing to be like the transition out of the military is difficult in the first place because it's so completely different.
Yes.
And then after a period of time, the secondary transition is when, veterans, they've got that career, they've been working, they've successfully transitioned the first time, but there's something missing and they're not quite sure what it is. And that's where they need that little bit of extra help, that little bit of guidance. And just to let them know, as often as not, that they're not alone. There's nothing wrong with them. And that's probably the big message. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not broken. Yes, there is something missing because you don't have that same drive. You don't have that higher purpose that is part of being in the military. We always know why we're there, to serve the country, to do this thing or that thing that we're sent on. And when we leave, we don't have that anymore. It's only the day-to-day in our families. So a lot of us get lost.
Well, you're leaving a big family behind, aren't you? When you think about it, you're leaving a big family behind, like a retired footballer. You played football for 20 years, and all of a sudden, you're not going to the game anymore.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I get it. Tell me, Brett, apart from military, do you help other day-to-day people with your wisdom and expertise as well?
Yeah, it's really open to anybody. I'm not. I don't want to say I'm not fussy, but I'm not fussy. Look,
you open to a cup of coffee and discuss it with anyone who needs a bit of wisdom, a bit of help in their lives.
Yeah, that's right. First responders go through a similar thing. Even, as you say, sports people, especially professional sports people.
Yes.
I've never played professional sport. That gold medal in the weightlifting before, it was a high school competition. I was a high school student. I participated in that and I won that for on behalf of the state. So it was really only state level, but still it's an achievement. So I'll put that in there.
Yeah, something to be proud of. What's been your biggest challenge with this particular new business that you're doing? What's been your biggest challenge and aspects of your work, and how have you overcome it?
So the biggest challenge for me so far is really around the marketing aspect because I've never been in business for myself before. And it's just learning. It's hitting the resources. It's spending money on courses and training.
That's right.
And
Investing in yourself, right?
yeah, it's self-investment. And it's the same as, anybody that wants to succeed, we need to invest in ourselves. And
Absolutely.
there's all sorts of stuff out there. There's all sorts of different coaches. Professionals have executive coaches. You've got sports coaches for the top level. You've got business coaches for business people. So this is just what I'm trying to do.
Another avenue. Yep.
Yeah, is help those people that need that help.
What you're doing, you're reaching out to people and showing them what's possible, right?
Absolutely. And providing a little bit of guidance along the way.
Yeah, that's it. Showing what's possible. Tell us about an important moment in your career that pretty much changed your direction. Where did this all come about?
There was that moment, obviously leaving the military. That was one of them. But this one, I have been working as a workplace trainer assessor here in Australia at a registered training organisation. So teaching people qualifications. And it was interesting. This coaching opportunity came up. My boss actually offered, would you like to go and do a course on coaching? Being a lifelong learner, I said, why not? I'll go and learn something new. And it really hit a nerve with me that this is something I can take and I can make an impact in other people's lives. It's helped me understand who I am, some of my flaws and weaknesses and how to improve some of those. But it's not about me. It is about giving back to others. It's about helping those people that need help.
There's no boomerang effect, Brett, isn't it? You give, you receive. It's just the way it is, Tell me, in your opinion, what are the key qualities and skills that have helped contribute to your success along the way?
It's being open, having an open mind and being willing to learn, willing to listen, I think are the big ones.
Skill to have.
Yeah. Sure. And I think it's with everything. We don't know, even as a trainer, I'll tell my students, I don't know everything. I'm supposed to be the expert, but I don't know it all.
That's
Things
right.
change in the background that I'm not aware of, and everybody's different. So I've still got to listen to those people. And even as a coach, I have to listen before I can impart knowledge. So I think listening, learning, understanding new things, being a lifelong learner.
I spent $20,000 when I was 40. What happened? I was a high-flying business guy even back then. And I started looking at Tiger Woods and Pete Sampras and John McEnroe. I said, what? It's crazy. Why have these guys got a coach? They're so effing good. They was, streets ahead of the field. The little boy said to me, Jeff, they've got a coach because they want to be even better. They want to pick up that 1% and 2% or 5% and get better. And I went, that's interesting. I think I'll get a coach. So I hired a coach, and what he taught me cost me $20,000. I didn't like the guy. He didn't like me. We started butt heads all the time. I wouldn't listen. And he taught me this. I'm going to teach it to you guys. And Brett just harped on it about a minute ago, was you don't know what you don't know. And that's my mantra, guys. And I think it goes in my head every day. Two of them are. One is that one. The other one is do it now. Like I look at the plants and go, they need to be watered. And if I don't do it now, it might not get done. So I go, my little brain says, hey, you saw it, do it. Do it now. And so they're my two favourites. But you hit a nerve there, Brett. Tell us about a recent project or an achievement, Brett, you're particularly proud of.
Recent, I think being here. I think your do it now motto. Actually reaching out, seeing these opportunities, reaching out and going, hey, have me on. I want to come on and grab those opportunities, promote myself. Give you another episode.
We'll put you across all these social media channels and put you in front of thousands of potential prospects with all your links. And guys, that's all I do this show, 15 Minutes of Fame, where it's all about you. We try and make you famous, more famous than what you already are. And you'll resonate. Not everyone's going to like you, but you'll resonate with your audience and your tribe. That's what it's about, having your own tribe. Just like Brett had his army buddies, same deal. Now he's out in civilian life doing a whole new transition. Tell me, what advice would you give someone aspiring to follow in your footsteps, Brett?
grab it with both hands and don't be afraid.
That's right.
I think fear is one of the biggest things that holds us back. It's
Absolutely.
the fear of the unknown. And I
Yeah.
think it's just jumping with both feet.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. What's the worst that can happen? You're back where you started. That's the worst that can happen, guys. Like when you're on the bottom, guys, if you're a bit depressed or you're feeling down, just think of say, hey, I'm down. Hey, there's only one way from here. It's up, right? So, get up and have a go, guys. Have a go every day. Every day is a new challenge. Every day is, especially with AI and tools like that, every day is a new learning experience, right?
Absolutely. I ride motorbikes, and there's a saying amongst the motorbike community, it's 1 down and 5 up.
What does that
and
mean?
that's how we operate our gears. 1 down.
Oh, yeah.
5.
Right.
Yep.
Don't ask me about motorbikes. I hopped on one in Thailand, went for about an hour, fell off and broke my shoulder. You're like, I didn't know what I didn't know, right? I hit the wrong brake. I hit the front brake. I was coming towards a cliff. I hit the front brake and I went over the top. Like I did go over the cliff. Tell me, looking ahead, Brett, what are your goals and aspirations for the future, my friend?
I would like to be helping veterans full time. I would like to be providing services, having the groups, getting out there and really helping people. I've made some really brilliant veteran community network contacts
Awesome.
around Southeast Queensland. It's one thing to have contacts. It's one thing to be helping people. And I really want to be helping people.
I've got an idea there for you, Brett. And I know, there's a lot of closed doors there, but if you keep knocking on doors, is it something that they might wake up and say, hey, some of these bloody veterans are going through a tough time and they need help and we need people like Brett. Otherwise, these people who are semi-broken or whatever aren't going to get any better and they're going to be a burden on the society anyway in different terms, right? Whereas we had someone like Brett to have meetings, facilitate things and guide these people, it would be a blessing.
Absolutely. And there's been a lot of talk here about that very problem.
Yes.
The veterans aren't necessarily
in America, huge in America. I know that,
Well, we've just had a Royal Commission here in Australia about it all.
Is that right?
Yeah. And, one of the outcomes of that, or one of the recommendations out of that, was that there needs to be better transition services or better transition support. Here I am.
Yeah, make it happen. It's sad, isn't it? Because I spoke to someone recently on the podcast, and he was to do with the army as well, and he was saying some ridiculous number. It was something like, America's a big place, of course, something like 200 suicides a day, right? An incredible amount from people who just can't handle it anymore, right? And same as you, they need support. And he's on a similar mission to you. I should put you in touch. He's a lovely guy.
Lovely.
Tell me, what's the best way? We talked about your goals and aspirations. What's the best way for listeners to reach out and find out more about your awesome services, Brett? What would be the best way?
Facebook, LinkedIn. Really?
The two main channels. Yeah, they're perfect channels. Yeah. And guys, don't forget, I'll be dropping with this video, I'll be dropping all of Brett's links in all the different social media platforms. Like, even if you're not in the army, if you're just feeling like you need someone to chat to, he's obviously a very good listener. You need someone to have a chat to, guys, and discuss some of life's problems, because this man's been there and done it, right? And we're still learning, guys. And that's the whole key to it. I'm 77, and I get up every day. As you can see, I'm passionate. I get up every day, ready to learn some more, and we'll never know it all, which is a bit sad, but maybe it's no fun when you know it all, but I have fun every day. Brett, you've been an awesome guest. Before we wrap it up, tell us a fun fact about yourself that most people don't know, my friend.
Fun fact. Well, I was a recovering mechanic in the army. That's a tow truck driver.
All right.
And I actually attended 2 tank rollovers, and so the tanks had rolled over. They were on their roofs. I had to put them back on their trucks. Yeah, they went turtle.
Unbelievable.
So
were the boys skylarking or just bad luck?
One of them was yes, there was blame. The other one was a night move in the dark, no night vision equipment, because it just wasn't working that well.
Yeah.
And it rolled down the side of a hill.
Wow. Unbelievable. Imagine that. Imagine being inside that when that happened. Right.
Yeah, luckily the crew commander on the day or at that time that night actually said, "Stop, stop, stop!" just as they were about to go over, and it's just a little bit too late, and they rolled over. Nobody in either of them, nobody was seriously physically injured.
Yeah, you must have a pretty big truck for that, huh?
Well, it's a
Hoot
to
monster.
put it in layman's terms, it's a tow tank. It's the same size as the
Yeah, it
fleet,
would be. Yeah, had to be.
with big winches to suit. So,
Yeah.
and I think I'm probably the only one who's done two of them.
Fantastic. Tell me, speaking of bikes, what sort of bike have you got?
I've got a Kawasaki Ninja,
Oh, wow, wow, wow. What a good bike, huh?
last one.
And you get time to get out on it occasionally?
Yes, yes. I quite often ride it into work, and on the weekends I get up quite often. I try to get out, not as often as I'd like to, but I'm also a member of a veterans or military motorcycle club.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, so you can give back that way as well. Brett, I'd
Absolutely.
like to thank you for being on the show today. It's an awesome journey, my friend, and I want people to reach out to you. And don't forget, guys, if you want to come on and have your 15 minutes of fame, don't forget to like and subscribe to his channel. We've got people from all over the world, just like Brett. They've all got a great story to tell you, and usually about life and, and the challenges of life. And don't forget, reach out, have a cup of coffee with Brett. He's always up for a chat. And guys, once again, thanks for being on the show, Brett.
Thanks, Jeff.